Hey, 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 you're waking up with Craig. Good morning. Waking up with Craig, kind of on the road today, back in Auburn. We're going to start the show with the morning quote. Many men go fishing all of their lives without knowing that it is not fish that they are after. The Chargers are after the division, the AFC West. They have just tied the Chiefs for the division. I don't think they're going to get the division because their division record isn't good enough, and the Chiefs is better, and the Chiefs can probably win out. I think the Chargers will win out too. The Chargers, though, are a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs. I'm so excited to see them in the playoffs. I'm not. I think they're going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. I really do. I love what Phillip Rivers is doing. This is his time. And Mike Williams from Clemson, shout out to you last night. What a game you had. But let's talk about it for a second. The Chargers, down 14 in the fourth quarter, score. And on the final drive with 4 seconds left in the game, they don't want to give it back to Pat Mahomes. They went for 2 and won the football game. Dirk Nowitzki, back. He is back. 1 for 2 in his debut. Not very, only played 6 minutes. But Dirk is back. 21st season in the NBA. Going to be one of the greatest fadeaway shooters of all time. Dirk is a great basketball player, and I'm happy that he's back for his 21st season. The Wisconsin Badgers broke 100 points, scoring 101 for the first time since 2012. Are the Badgers back? Are they for real? We will see as we get into some Big Ten play, but I like what I see from them. They're a good basketball team, and I'm interested to see what they do moving forward. James Harden. Yeah, I'm going to kick back, and I'm just going to let James Harden do what James Harden does. And if I do that, James Harden is going to win me a lot of basketball games. James Harden, 50 points against the Lakers. La La Land. I don't know what happened, but James Harden, he's cooking up. I like what I saw, and James Harden is a baller. It is known. I can't help to think, what if James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant were all still in OKC? Think about that for a moment. Keep thinking about it. And they would probably be one of, if not the best team in the NBA. Those are 3 of the best superstars in the league on one team. And I know you're going to say the Warriors, but you take away KD, you might not get some of those other guys attracted there. It's interesting what would happen. Let's get right to it, though. Friday shows, we talk about the NFL. We'll start with tomorrow night's game. Browns at Broncos. Broncos favored by 2.5. I'm going upset, though. I'm going Browns. The Browns have a slimmer of hope if they can go 8-7-1, if they can win out to make the playoffs. They need a little bit of help, but they might be able to get it, honestly. And I like what the Browns are doing. I love Baker Mayfield. He is a baller. He is a winner, and I really want Greg Williams to get that head coaching job. He's doing a great job as the intern. We'll see what happens, but the Browns are starting to get better, and they really do have a bright future ahead of them. This might be the best game of the week. Pats at Steelers. What a game. Pats by 14. It's not even a question to me anymore. The Steelers suck. They suck. They don't suck like the Buccaneers or a team that they're not the Bengals, they're not the worst team. But to me, they can't beat any of the top dogs anymore. The teams I think they would play in the playoffs, if they played the Pats, they would lose. They played the Chargers, they would lose. They played the Chiefs, they would lose. They played the Texans, they would lose. They played the Colts, they would lose. There's 5 teams right there. I don't know if they would beat the Ravens right now with Lamar Jackson. There's 6. The Steelers, they need this one. They have the Saints coming up in New Orleans. They won't win that. They lose this one. The best they're going to finish is 8-7-1. The Ravens need 2 wins to get to 9 wins. They're at 7-6. The Ravens might win that division, and this is a for real scenario now. Before it was a joke, but we're starting to get in a real scenario. Dolphins at Vikings. I'm picking my Vikings as I do every week. That's probably never going to change. Huge week. They fired John DeFilippo, the OC. Kirk needs to play better. You're in your home crowd. You lose this game, just get rid of everybody. Honestly, like I don't care anymore. This is a must win. It's not just record wise. If you have no momentum going into the playoffs, there's no reason to go to the playoffs. Kirk Cousins, you must win this game. And don't just do it by a field goal or a touchdown. Win it by 14 or more. Destroy the Dolphins at home. Packers at Bears. Oh my God. Bo. Packers are what? 5-7-1. Ain't still got a chance at the playoffs. See ya, Pack. Bears. Bears are winning this week by at least 7. At least 7. And honestly, I think the Bears control the game a lot. And they force 2 turnovers on Rodgers. Rodgers doesn't turn the ball over a lot. 1 pick this year. He's throwing an interception, and there will be a strip sack fumble. I'm really looking forward to that game at 1 o'clock, though. I think the Bears are legit. I hate to say it being a Vikings fan, but they are. Trubisky's not great. He's not really going to win you the game. He won't lose you it. But that defense is so good. And Taylor Gabriel, Anthony Miller, Trey Burton, Robinson, like they got guys on the outside that are good. Cohen and Howard is a good 1-2 punch. I'm really excited to see what the Bears do to the Packers. And I don't think the Packers can go into Chicago and win. I really don't anymore. Titans, Giants. I'm in Auburn, so I don't have Tiny with me. And I know who he's picking. So I'll tell you all, he would have picked the Giants because they're running the table. But I'm listening to my man, Derek Haskell. This is tough. I'm going to go Titans. I'm going to listen to Derek Haskell, and I'm going to go Titans because I think the Titans have a real shot at the playoffs. And I'm excited to see what they do. I think the Titans really do have a shot to beat the Giants. It is in New York, at MetLife in New Jersey. But Derrick Henry and some other guys, I mean, Mariota, Corey Davis is playing better. Their defense is good. That's what scares me. I just don't think the defense for the Giants is good enough right now. I think the Titans win this one and keep their playoff hopes alive. Cowboys at Colts. If the Patriots at Steelers is in the game of the week, this is the game of the week. Cowboys at Colts. Wow. Andrew Luck. You have played very well this year. I will give you that. But if you want to prove you're back, if you want to prove this is your time, win this game. You want to make the playoffs, win this game. This is your time, Andrew Luck. This is it. I'm going to pick the Colts because they're at home. This is one of those games, it's a heads or tails. Like, I'm picking who's at home. I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts, and I think Andrew Luck, T.Y. Hilton, Marlon Mack, the defense. Eric Ebron has played great. Hats off to the Colts because the Lions didn't know what to do with him. Eric Ebron this year, the Colts are for real, and they really do have a shot at the playoffs, and I'm interested to see what they do down the stretch. Eagles at Rams. I don't even know why I'm picking this game. The Eagles suck. Like, you got Nick Foles, and I know what he did with last year was magical, but like what he did the first few games when Wentz wasn't there this year was nothing special. Doug Peterson he's a wuss now. Last year he was playing and trying to win every game, going for 2 4th downs, all this stuff. He just doesn't want to win anymore. And I mean, they don't know how to use Golden Tate. I had him on my fantasy team. They have completely ruined him. He's not garbage, but like the play calling, I don't know what's going on there. I do like what I see from Josh Adams, though. The running back for the Eagles. He's also on my fantasy team. And I'm not just pulling a Coach Jip here, taking my fantasy guys. But let's be real. It's in Los Angeles. Sean McVay and the Rams. Todd Gurley didn't play great last week. He is going to dominate this week. It's going to be a week too late for my fantasy team. Jared Goff, he won't throw 4 interceptions again. It just won't happen. He will play better. And the Rams are just that much better than the Eagles. Like, I seriously wouldn't be surprised if this was a 21-point blowout. Like Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, Titan Everett. I mean, that's just, I don't really think it's going to matter. And to me, it's just, this game doesn't really mean too much. I mean, yes, the Rams are trying to get a bye, but at the same time, like, they're probably going to win their next 2 games when they play division opponents like the 49ers and whoever else they play. But a big game I want to get into, and we'll talk about it more on Monday, but the Monday night game, Panthers-Saints. The Panthers, it is a must win. You really do. because you're at 6 and 7. One more loss gets you to 8. Then the Vikings only have to win 2 out of 3 instead of winning all 3. And you're probably going to lose another one eventually. So you're probably going to get to 8 losses. So if you lose this one, you're probably going to get to 9 losses. This is a must-win. It really is. And I'm going to go with the Saints probably by 7 or 10. I think it's going to be a tight game, but the Saints are too much for the Panthers to handle. This is a shorter episode today. Just breaking down some NFL. Join us Monday. Tyner will be joining the show to talk about which head coaches he thinks should be fired and which head coaches he thinks will replace those other head coaches. Join us Monday. Thank you for listening today. Have a great Friday. It's going to be a beautiful day out there. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And enjoy some football. And remember, go Black Bears this weekend. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe. Follow us on Waking Up with Craig. Remember, keep on balling.